Welcome to MADA-TV. This week we got the first look at the House and Senate tax bills. Remember, the legislature and the governor have to solve a $4.6 billion budget deficit by May 18th. And both the House and the Senate have said that part of their solution to the budget deficit will be to raise taxes. So this week the House unveiled its proposal to raise taxes. They raised $1.5 billion of taxes. They create a fourth tier on the income tax, which starts at $300,000 of taxable income, and impose a 9% income tax on that bracket. They increase the taxes on cigarettes and alcohol, and they take away a whole bunch of deductions from individuals. The House bill also gives counties and cities new authority to impose taxes, but those taxes don't go towards solving the budget deficit. They're taking away money from counties and cities in other places, but they're allowing the counties and cities to levy their own taxes, which could be very dangerous. The counties get a new authority to impose a half-cent sales tax under the House bill. Motor vehicle sales wouldn't be charged the half-cent or the 0.5% tax, but they would be able to charge a $20 excise tax on the sale of each vehicle that is sold from a motor vehicle dealer in a county that chooses to impose this new tax. The House also gives cities the authority to charge what is known as a street improvement fee. The cities can charge the street improvement fee to property owners who are located within a street improvement district, which is ultimately determined by the city. Street improvement fees are ways to collect revenue from property owners to be used for a whole host of things that fall under the guise of street improvements. So paving, gutters, right-of-way acquisition, drainage, retaining walls, turn lanes, traffic signals. The bottom line is it's going to be expensive. The bill does not limit the amount of money that can be raised through the street improvement fee. It doesn't require the city to stick to a budget. It allows the city to impose these fees for 10 years, but there's no prohibition on the city just re-upping the fee after the 10 years has lapsed. There's no requirement that the fee be imposed on residential owners. Bottom line, businesses are very concerned about cities getting the authority to charge a street improvement fee. It will ultimately look like a secondary property tax. On the Senate side, the Senate also unveiled its bill this week. The Senate imposes brand new income taxes on every bracket, and they also create a fourth tier starting at $250,000 of taxable income, on which they impose a 9.25% income tax. Ouch. Probably the worst thing about the Senate bill, though, is a new interest income tax. So what they're doing is they are charging businesses that charge interest of over a 15% annual percentage rate they're putting a 30% income tax on any interest that comes from the portion of the APR that was charged over 15%. Obviously, bad news for auto loans. This is going to dry up credit. It's going to make it harder to allow customers to structure their monthly loan payments. It's ultimately just going to cause us to have to turn customers away. This is bad news. The worst thing about this, though, is the politics behind it. This is a proposal that comes from a Republican senator. Senator Julianne Ortman is championing this provision in the tax bill. Of course, the DFL Senate loves the idea of a Republican proposal to impose a giant tax on businesses. The proposal is estimated to raise $216 million worth of income, worth of revenue rather, for the state. And that's pretty attractive to legislative leaders who are trying to close a $4.6 billion budget deficit. So stay tuned on that one. We'll, of course, keep you up to date. Make sure you go to MADA.org to get the latest on the 2009 legislative session.